I've got great news. Jobless claims are at a 44-year low, and suicide rates are going down for people 75 and older. And this is great for the economy because the suicide rates for people 75 years old and older are going down. That means the economy must be doing great. And we know that's a fact because whenever the economy is doing great, the suicide rate goes down for people 75 years and older. Now, for everybody else, the suicide rate is at a 30-year high, and that's just probably just an anomaly, nothing to worry about. And I'm sure attempted suicide hasn't gone up either, because I couldn't find those numbers. So I'm just gonna, as a fake online journalist, I'm just gonna pretend I know what the numbers are if I can find them. I'm trying to become a economic journalist, so making things up is what I need to do. Now the unemployment rate, that's nearing full employment. Maybe because everybody's killing themselves. Possibly. That's one way to do it. And wages haven't moved much since the 70s. I believe it was about 1% increase since 2001 to now, total, like a 1% wage increase from 2001 to about in 2015 or 2016. Hasn't gone up much since then. That's not per year. That's total over the entire period. And that's only because there were a couple of years where it actually went up. The rest of the time it was actually going down. And the 1 year, actually I believe it was 2 years, managed to wipe out the downward trend, but then it just went down again right after. I guess we know how to solve unemployment. So all the unemployed people kill themselves. No more unemployed people. And that actually makes a lot of sense. That would explain why there's terrible mental health care in the U.S. Just terrible health care in general in the U.S. But what do I know? I can't put my name on an economic article because everybody knows that if I'm an economic journalist, I'm completely trustworthy. But as some person who posts on the internet, obviously I'm not trustworthy because I wasn't able to lie good enough to get a job as an economic journalist. I just wonder, do those people that write those terrible economic articles about how we just need to ignore everything except the job numbers, do they lie about everything else in their life or just about the economy? I'd like to know. Now, for all I know, those people don't even exist. They got pictures and names. I've never seen them in real life. So those could be fake pictures. Those could just be stock pictures. Those could be computer-generated pictures. Somebody could have drawn them. There's some people that can draw photorealistic stuff, so they could be fake pictures. There's no evidence these people even exist. Because people say, "Hey, Catman, you exist." Well, my real name isn't Catman. Well, I just gave it away. My parents didn't name me the Catman. That'd be funny. The doctor says, "Oh, what are you gonna name him?" The Catman, after my cat. We think he's gonna love cats. All right. Oh yeah, and then there's that opioid epidemic, which is getting worse. That has nothing to do with the economy, though. Neither does the suicide rate. Unless it goes down, then it does. The economy's doing really good. I don't know for who, but I get paid to say it's doing really good. So I'm going to have to keep saying it. I get paid $1 an hour. So it's not doing good for me. I don't get paid anything. I lied again. Like I said, I'm practicing to become an economic journalist. So I gotta lie all the time about everything for no reason. Because it's certainly not for money. I think the real problem here, like I said earlier, poor people aren't killing themselves fast enough. So they're the reason the economy is doing terrible, even though it isn't doing terrible. It's actually doing great. But if it weren't doing great, it's all the poor people's faults, and the suicide rate should just skyrocket. And so it's their fault. All the bad things are happening, but nothing bad's happening. But if it were, I'm just saying, you know, might as well start now, just in case something bad starts happening. You know, just find the cop, do exactly what he says, and he'll shoot you. Lots of political commentary and economic commentary in this video today, don't you think? And if a cop does shoot you after he tells you what to do, you're either going to be dead or you're going to get a settlement. So either way, you're doing great. Hey, that's a job idea. Just walk around outside and cops bound to shoot you for no reason. That could be your job, just getting shot by cops all the time. It'd be easy because, you don't even have to do anything. You just have to stand around. Somebody's going to shoot you. And actually, just standing around is going to make them want to shoot you more because people don't stand. It's just weird. If you're standing around, obviously you're up to something and you're making people fear for their lives. And do it naked, so then they'll say, "Oh well, I feared for my life," and they'll say, "Oh, what do you think they were going to do?" Well, they were going to pull a gun out of their butt and shoot me, so I had to shoot them first. They're like, "Okay, that makes sense." This video's all over the place, isn't it? That's because I don't write things down what I'm going to talk about. I just talk about whatever comes up in this thinker. It's whatever comes up there. So in conclusion, the economy is doing fantastic. The suicide rate has nothing to do with the economy because the suicide rate is going up. Except for people 75 and older, that's going down. So that suicide rate does have something to do with the economy. That means it's good for them. But all those other people that are killing themselves, they don't care about the economy. They're killing themselves over something else. Don't worry about it. And the opioid epidemic, that just doesn't exist. It's all fake news. What else? What else should I be lying about for the conclusion? Even though the economy is doing great, it's all the poor people's fault that it's doing bad. And they need to fix that. And if you don't have money, just go outside, cops are going to shoot you.